Scott and Holly, you are now wed. May you always remain sweethearts, helpmates, and friends. May your life together be filled with kindness and understanding, thoughtfulness and rejoicing. May the years bring you happiness and contentment. May you enter into each other's sorrow by sympathy, into each other's joy with gladness, into each other's hope with faith and trust, into each other's need with the sure presence of love, and into each other's lives with enthusiasm. So now I present to you Holly and Scott, equal partners in love and life, husband and wife, united in loving marriage this day and forevermore. You may now share your first wedded kiss.
Sorry, cool down.
And second.
Where do you want to just go to? Okay, okay.
Do you want this?
Yes.
Woo! Bubbles.
They're the sign of peace, a much-loved tradition in Christianity. For those of you not familiar with this ritual, simply offer a handshake to your neighbor or a few neighbors with the words, "Peace be with you." If you feel so inspired, a hug or kiss is also perfectly appropriate. Let it also be a moment of dedication. You are all here today to stand as witnesses to the promises that Holly and Scott have just made. We're constantly reminded in this world of our fragility. Relationships are fragile. Individuals are fragile too. Every marriage needs the love, nurture, and support of a network of friends and family. You all make up that network, and I would ask you all to consider your commitment to this newly married couple, to support them and encourage them throughout their life together, and to rejoice with them during times of happiness and success, starting right now. So if you, the family and friends and remaining wonderful strangers of Scott and Holly, agree with these thoughts, please indicate your commitment to them by saying out loud together a resounding, heartfelt, "We do."
We do.
And now, in the moment of silence that follows, I would ask that you do two things. First, welcome into this sacred space the presence of those who cannot be with us today, but who are watching and rejoicing in spirit. Then I would ask each of you here, in your own way, to confer a silent prayer, blessing, wish, or hope on this marriage. It is the outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual bond, which unites two hearts in endless love. It is a seal of the vows that Scott and Holly have made to one another. May you live together in unity, joy, and happiness for the rest of your lives. Will you each please repeat after me? Scott, take this ring.
Scott, take this ring
As a symbol of my eternal love for you.
as a symbol of my eternal love for you.
As you receive this ring,
As you receive this ring,
receive my promise
receive my promise
of lifelong devotion to you.
of lifelong devotion to you.
Holly, take this ring
Holly, take this ring
as a symbol of my eternal love for you.
as a symbol of my eternal love for you.
As you receive this ring,
As you receive this ring,
receive my promise
receive my promise
of lifelong devotion to you.
of lifelong devotion to you.
And now we'll have a second reading by Drasia Rubenstein with the poem by Minx Gorin, both good friends of our bride. Here to exchange your rings, I invite you now to focus again on your joined hands and to think deeply and joyfully about this powerful commitment that you're about to make. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day. As you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your grandchildren Holly and Scott request strongly from Mackenzie and Ben for that. Not too soon. These are the hands that will help you to hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Remember, as your hands are fastened, these are not the ties that bind. The love already shared by your hearts has been strengthened by the vows that you've just taken. As you're bound by your clasped hands today, so you will be bound by your love from now until the end of your days. You may now release your cord. The rings, please.
Something special about you and about us. You are the perfect combination of intellect and playfulness, compassion and strength, and groundedness yet slightly woo-woo-ness. I adore you as a person, mother, teacher, partner, and my best friend. As you've often said, we just fit perfectly. As for my commitment, first and foremost, I promise not to speak these vows or anything else during the ceremony in that cheesy imitated voice I threatened to use. I promise that our lives together will never be dull, as evidenced by today, and that we will create incredible experiences together. I just didn't think that was going to start with today's ring. I promise to be the husband you deserve, the partner who treats you with respect, and your in-house comedian who keeps you guessing and constantly laughing. I promise lots of Sunday mornings snuggled up with coffee and a paper, many more conversations we've both come to cherish, and speaking of cherishing, I'll always cherish our amazing family that God very wisely brought together. I also promise that we will always work things out because we always do. Most importantly, I will love you deeply, passionately, and with my whole heart.
You just turned my world right upside down. With your simple touches, strong hugs, sarcastic sense of humor, and consistent love. You love me at my worst, and help me at my weakest. You encourage me to be a better person, and envelop me with a can-do attitude that has pushed me out of my comfort zone on a number of occasions, causing me to begrudgingly utter the word, "You were right." Don't get too used to it. You are my hero, my love, my life, my partner, my friend. There is no one else I would rather share this journey with as a role. You once said falling asleep together, wrapped in each other's arms, that it must be good for our souls. And I say our love completes our souls. I love you, Scott. It's simply enduring.
What we now know is the infinity symbol in mathematics, the horizontal figure 8, may actually have grown out of the world's oldest wedding ceremonial joining in hands by the couple, so that their arms form a double circle. In the Celtic tradition, this became known as hand fastening, and is most likely also the origin of the phrase tying the knot. Today we're going to revive that ancient ceremony as yet another symbolic reminder of the eternal commitment that Scott and Holly have made to each other. This is a special cord that they have woven together themselves. Holly, this is from Ben, I believe, and the cat. You didn't expect us to do it. not just a promising to each other, it's also an opportunity to declare your sacred commitment to all your friends and family. As the representative of that community, I now ask Holly, you come before this gathering of friends, family, and wonderful strangers to proclaim your love for Scott. Do you promise to affirm him, respect him, and care for him during times of joy and hardship? Do you commit yourself to share your feelings of happiness and sadness? Do you pledge to remain faithful? Scott, do you come before this gathering of friends, family, and wonderful strangers to proclaim your love for Holly? Do you promise to affirm her, respect her, and care for her during times of joy and hardship? Do you commit yourself to share your happiness and your sadness? Do you pledge to remain faithful to her?
I do.
And now we'll have a reading from Holly's cousin, Wendy Waller.
Mom. Madre.